In this video, we're going to cover how you can effectively manage your customers so that they get the best experience and you get the smallest workload possible so that you can enjoy life or focus on growth and other aspects of your business to get more money. So I, at my peak of inefficiency, used to get, I think the max I ever got was over 120 emails in one day. And it was the same kind of questions over and over and over and over again. And it got so bad at one point that I was actually considering quitting dropshipping, even though I was making a ton of money with it. Like, I just thought it is not worth spending hours and hours and hours of my day just answering the same questions. It just got really frustrating and just like really repetitive. And when I was about to quit, I just thought there must be a much better way to do this. And then that's when I just really thought about things, really analyzed my site and came up with 3 assets that you can really use to eliminate most of the work whilst also keeping your customers very happy. So I'll share those with you now. The first one is the frequently asked questions page. And that for me is the golden egg. Like, that is the biggest one that you absolutely must have. So I will add a attachment to this course where you can download this and use it on your store as well. It covers all of the main questions that I used to get. So it covers all the delivery and tracking questions, like how long does delivery take? How can I track my order? What if my order is lost or damaged? Do you deliver to my country? Are all of the products in my order sent together? Where are your products delivered from? And then after that, it covers order changes and cancellation. So if a customer wants to change their order or cancel their order, I provide the answers to that as well. And then finally, there's order returns and exchanges where they might want to return their product or exchange it. And then I give you an answer for that as well. So you can obviously tailor this to what you actually want to do with your business. But this is a template that basically covers all of the main questions that you're likely to be asked. So definitely check this out. But the problem with, well, it's not really a problem. The limitation with a frequently asked questions page is it's not necessarily going to be seen by your customers. So even after I put this page up, like, I did see a decrease in the number of people who were contacting me, but there was still quite a lot. And it's because, although I put it quite prominently at the bottom, like you can see here, a lot of customers won't scroll all the way to the bottom and actually notice that. They'll just go straight for your contact page or your email address. So that's the first asset, the frequently asked questions page. But the other 2 assets basically amplify your frequently asked questions page and really put it in front of your customer so then that they get their answers as quickly as possible and then you don't have to deal with unnecessary emails. So the first of these 2 final assets is the contact page. So here, most people just put the contact page and then that's it. Like, they'll just get emails and notifications of when customers want to ask something. But what you should do is put your email address as well, just so they can use that instead. But then you should put, if you're contacting us about an order, please read our frequently asked questions page. And then they'll immediately click that to see if their question is answered there. And then that also eliminated a lot of issues. So when I went through this process, I didn't just do all of this at once. I did one thing at a time. And then I figured, okay, so it was actually cutting it down a bit, but I still want to cut it down even more. So this was a sequential process of more and more and more. So this made a big impact, but I was still getting contact form messages, even though the answers to their questions were on this page. They were obviously just still not noticing that and going straight for inputting name, email, etc. So what I did for that was I went to, and again, I'm using Shopify, but you can use anything for this. If you go to settings and then go to, oh no, sorry, it's actually online store. What you want to do is to actually change the contact form field to literally, because the customer will always look at those fields to see what information they need to put where. So make one of those fields a reminder to check the frequently asked questions page, and then that is what really made a big impact. Like, I barely got any contact form questions because they were sort of prompted to make sure they absolutely check that. So if we go to edit languages, I think it might be here or it might be in the code. Actually, no, it's here, I think, hopefully. Oh yeah, it is here. So if you see here, these are the fields that appear on your contact form. So you've got name, email, phone number, message, and then send. And if you go here, it's name, email, phone number, message, and send. So the name is important. I always keep the name. I always keep the email, and I always keep the message, obviously. But the phone number, like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to either be calling customers or have them calling me. So this is a pointless field that you just don't need, and you could be using that for a better use. So I put name, email, and then here I actually put type yes to confirm that you have read our frequently, or actually just put FAQs page. And then that really eliminated a lot of the work. Like 70 to 80% of the questions that came on my contact form were basically gone. So if we look at that and refresh now, there you go, name, email. And then since this is naturally longer than the other fields, like name, email, and message are all one word, this also just draws the attention because it's a whole sentence. So type yes to confirm that you have read our FAQs page. And then very few people will type yes without reading. So that really eliminated most of my emails. And that was the real turning point where I was like, oh, thank God, I do not have to deal with all of these customers asking the same questions. So get your FAQs page ready, and then update your contact form page to have an actual prompt that says, have you read the FAQs page? Because having it at the top just isn't enough for a lot of people. So those are the two assets. And then the final asset is your order notifications. So the nature of dropshipping is that your delivery is going to take some time. Like it could take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And some customers won't read your FAQs page. They won't have seen your contact page either. And the first email they'll send you is, where the hell is my order? It's been a week. I want a refund, blah, 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 blah. And if you say, because this is what I did, I used to say, you know, the delivery time is on the FAQs page, and they'll say, well, I didn't see that, I'm not happy with this time frame, blah, blah, blah. So I just refunded them in the end because I was just like, fine, they didn't see it. And what some people do is they'll then just start adding the shipping time to the actual products pages. And I don't like that because it will kill a lot of your conversion. If people see here, like it's going to have like a 3-week shipping time, then that's immediately going to kill a lot of your sales. So what you want to do is to find a happy medium between providing the customer with the information of how long shipping takes, but not putting it so in their face that it's going to ruin your sales. So what you want to do is you want to give it to them straight after they make a purchase, and then every other communication you have after that, in addition to your frequently asked questions page, because then that's in enough places that they should technically have been able to see it, and it's definitely accessible, but then not so obvious that they're going to ruin your sales. So the way I do this is, if you go to the notifications, yeah, so the two main emails are the order confirmation and then the shipping confirmation email. So what I do is I just amend those. So if you see here, at the bottom, it's just got, if you have any questions, reply to this email or contact us at, and then I've just put this test email address here. But what you can do is edit that. And again, I'll actually provide the code for this if you use Shopify as an attachment. So then you can just copy and paste it in, and then it's ready to go. So what you do is where it says it here. So if you have any questions, blah, 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 is I highlight that bit up until the end of the line. And then I'll paste the code that I'll provide you with, which is this. And now what that will do is change it to, well, you can keep the initial part about the questions, but I've just changed it to questions and then a question mark. And then I've put some additional links in here, which will take them to where I want them to go. So if we do the preview, it'll be easier to show there. Preview. So now what you've got is questions, visit our FAQs page, use our contact us form, or email the email address. So what that does is now it puts it the FAQ page here, and then it also takes you to the contact us page, which also links to the FAQs page. So you're just multiplying the opportunities for your customers to see your frequently asked questions page. And then you do the same thing that you do here in your shipping confirmation email. And these really work because I look at the analytics on Shopify of what the most frequently visited pages are on my website. And then above even the other ones. So the main ones are obviously the pages that I'm driving traffic to, like the product pages. But below that, the next biggest trafficked page is the frequently asked questions page. So I know it's working because it's getting a lot of traffic from customers who have most likely purchased the product already. So we've done it with the order one, and then I'll also do it with the shipping confirmation email one. And then again, all you have to do is simply copy and paste from here to the end of the line here, paste. And then if you preview, yep, it's the same thing. So obviously don't worry if you don't use Shopify, it's the same principles, and you can just paste that in. Or if you're using email marketing, then you can still add that line of just make sure you link in all of your order emails to your FAQs page, because that will really cut out a lot of the work and also keep your customers happier because they can get their answers to their questions immediately. So these are really great for referring the traffic to your frequently asked questions page. And then what happens is if a customer, now I really rarely now get customers who are unhappy with the shipping time, because it is in enough places now where as soon as they place an order, they'll get told like how long the shipping takes because it's in the email. But when I do get them now, instead of having to say, oh, there's a frequently asked questions page, and then they can still be angry and say, well, I didn't see that. Now when I reply, I say, information about deliveries can be found in the frequently asked questions page in the order confirmation email and the shipping confirmation email. And obviously I say it nicely, but I'm just like notifying all these different areas where it is available to the customer. And then none of them really reply to that. They're like, okay, thanks, or that's it. They just won't reply. Like they won't then try and pursue a refund because they're like, okay, it's in 3 different places, including my order emails. So that itself was like a lifesaver, and that's when things have like really changed, and now I don't really have to deal with customers that often, but they're still very happy because they've got all the information that they need. So the other thing and the final thing I'll do is, if you really want to eliminate the work you have to put into dealing and managing customers, is in addition to the FAQs page, you should also have a collection of email templates that you can just copy and paste. So when you do get questions, they're still often the same kind of things. Like they'll read the FAQ saying it normally takes up to 3 weeks, and then if it's been like 3 weeks and 5 days, they might send you an email. And it's good to have templates available that you can just copy and paste and then just change the name so that it's more personal. And what I'll do is I'll attach another attachment which has my templates that I use, and then you can tailor those to your specific needs. And then whenever you do get an email, instead of having to think about and write out each one, you can literally copy and paste that email template, put their name in, and then some few relevant details like the country or whatever, and then you're good to go.